So we will start a fresh topic today. That is, hey Venus Mama, looking handsome, huh? Fully shaved. Chalo. So we will start a fresh topic today. That is of vertical circular motion, right? Okay. See, we have had a basic study of circular motion. The fundamental difference between that circular motion and this vertical circular motion is that here the motion is under gravity. So the first thing we need to learn key here, this motion is under gravity. All right. Chepu,
Sir, you again came back to circular motion.
not circular motion. This is vertical circular motion.
Both are circular motion only, sir.
Both are circular motion only.
Okay.
But still, India and West Indies both having Indies, they are not same country, no. So anyway, so let's continue. Like basically, we'll take an analogy here, and through that analogy, we'll try to make you understand what's happening here. Um, Suppose we are taking the case of a pendulum. Suppose the pendulum is pivoted here, right? This is a massless string of length L, and this pendulum swings in a vertical plane along a circle like this. Okay, now correct. So initially at t is equal to 0, it is at the bottommost position. So at t is equal to 0, it is at bottommost position. All right. Now if it started swinging, so after some time it will come here on either side. It can go this side also, but I'm taking on this side, and I'm also assuming that this angle is theta. All right. I'm sorry, very sorry. This angle is theta. All right. So there are two forces. One is vertically downward direction, mg is acting, and another force is, this is tension T, right? So I can write, since the pendulum is swinging in vertical plane along a circle, so there will be a net force acting along the rope towards the point of suspension. Why so? The idea is very simple. The reason is that this point of suspension will act as a center of curvature, correct? And this length of the rope will act as a radius of curvature. Isn't it? This is clear, no? Fine. Okay. Now, See, we can take the component of this mg along this line. If this is theta, this is definitely mg cos theta, correct? So here I'm writing net force along the rope towards, if this is point O, towards O is equal to, you check, this is nothing but T minus mg cos theta. Is it okay? Fine. Clear for everyone? Okay na? Okay na? Fine. So now let us study this. ये क्या हो गया अभी? हाँ, right. So now as we have said कि this force is mg cos theta. This was mg. So in the same direction, along this direction, you will have the centripetal acceleration ACP, right? So can I write that net force along the rope will supply the necessary centripetal force. So I can write the equation as T minus mg cos theta is equal to m into Cp. So from there, T is equal to, we are getting mg cos theta plus MACP, that is mg cos theta plus mv square by L. I hope this is clear for everyone. All right. ठीक है ना? Fine. Now there will be few position that we will test the value of T and V and all that. So our now target is, we will analyze the motion in point number 1, bottommost position, point number 2, topmost position, point number 3, horizontally two opposite positions. So these are the positions in which we will analyze the motion. Okay. Okay, no? There is no doubt. So let's do. I'm just taking the circle like this. हाँ बोल.
सर पिछला पेज दिखाओ.
हाँ 1 second.
थैंक यू सर.
Okay. So सर्कल तो हुआ नहीं, साला वाटरमेलन बन गया. चलो जो भी है. Now this is the vertical circle. This is the horizontal line. Okay. And we are taking a pendulum with a fixed point here, which is moving along this circle. Okay. So there are 4 positions I have identified. This is position A, that is bottommost position. This is position B, horizontal. This is position C, that is the topmost position. And this is position D, which is diametrically opposite to B, which is also a horizontal position, right? Okay. So now I will first take the point C. So now I'm writing, if the pendulum has to just complete the vertical circular motion, if it has to just complete the vertical circular motion, then what? Then it has to just cross point C, right? Point C here is the topmost position. So I'll write in the bracket, this is the topmost position, right? So then what am I supposed to write from here? If it is the topmost position, it has to just cross the point C. Tension in the string at this condition at the topmost position will be equal to 0. If you are having difficulty to understand this, you try to remember what we did when a block has to just leave contact with ground. You remember? So when a block has to just leave contact with ground, normal reaction was supposed to be 0, right? So you compare that normal reaction with the tension here. So when it has to just cross point C, tension in the string has to be 0. All right? Correct? So now, what was my equation? My equation was T is equal to mg cos theta plus mv square by L. All right? For it has to just cross point C, theta value is 180 degree. I hope you understand, because I was taking this as theta. So it will come here. So this is angle 180 degree. So theta equal to 180 degree. T is equal to 0. So 180 मतलब minus 1. So minus mg plus mv top square by L. Why top? Sorry. Because C is the top position. So from there, V top is equal to what we are getting? Root under GL. Okay or not? Is it clear? So now whatever the velocity that we got, that the velocity at point C V is equal to how much we got? Root under GL. So what is this? This is the minimum velocity to complete the vertical circle. If a particle is having a velocity which is more than that, no problem. But minimum you need that velocity. Okay? अरे यार शशि
Sir, if the velocity is less than root GL, sir, then
it will
it will
not
fall
complete.
down vertically downwards, no, sir.
No. It will move in a projectile.
Okay, sir.
Rope is slack, no. So it is having some horizontal velocity means it will move in a projectile. I will come to that. Wait now. So this part is clear to everyone, right? Okay, chalo. So I will write few points over here. So the velocity at the topmost position of a vertical circle needed for a particle to complete the motion is V top must be greater equal to root under GL. All right. This must be greater equal to root under GL. Okay na? Fine. अब सुनो, if now note point. Now note. Although I am just describing the analytical part, mathematical part we will do later. If the velocity is lesser than the critical velocity, hold on. If the velocity is lesser than the critical velocity, then the particle will just move like a projectile. Okay? हाँ भाई.
सर वो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट से प्रोजेक्टाइल में जाएगा ना?
हाँ, yes.
सर पिछला पेज भी दिखाओ. थैंक यू सर.
So this part is covered. Now we will come for the bottommost position. So let us come for the bottommost position. See, now the particle is coming down from the topmost position to bottommost position, right? If you look at the diagram, this is L, this is also L. So on our net, it is going to come down a distance to L, okay, in the direction of gravity. So can I write V bottom square is equal to V top square plus 2G into 2L? This I am taking from where? V square equal to U square plus 2AS. This is the equation. Okay, na? Fine. So V top square means GL. This is 4GL. So this comes to be 5GL. So V bottom is equal to how much we got? Root under 5GL. Again, this is the critical velocity. मतलब minimum this much. इससे greater हो सकता है. But you need minimum this much. Okay, all right, fine. Chalo. Now Arshit,
Sir, V bottom LGL is the minimum velocity required by the pendulum to come from the topmost part to the
नहीं नहीं
bottom.
नहीं नहीं मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ, वेट करो, वैसे नहीं बोलेंगे.
ठीक है सर.
सो नाउ व्हाट विल आई से, सपोज इज अ वर्टिकल ट्रैक और यहाँ पे मैंने कोई ब्लॉक को रखा. इफ आई वांट टू मूव द ब्लॉक इन वर्टिकल सर्कल, suppose I have to give a velocity u. So to move the block along the vertical circle and if the block has to complete the vertical circular motion, then the minimum velocity u that should be given at the bottommost position is कितना, root under 5gl. Or if you take this radius to be r, so we'll write root under 5gr. This is the interpretation. I hope Harshit you have understood. Okay. Yes, Mr. Srithan,
Sir, once can you show previous page?
did you understand this page?
Yes, sir.
So at last I will show all the pages so that you can take screenshot comfortably.
Already took, sir, one small mistake I done.
Mistake you have done while taking the screenshot also mistake. कैसे हो सकता है?
Sir, I did not took screenshot of this one, sir. That's why.
Okay. You are writing the lecture note?
Yes, sir, writing.
Excellent. और बाकी सब लोगों को देखो, कान में हेडफोन ला के साला सब ऐसे बैठा हुआ है जैसे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में कोडिंग करने के लिए बैठा हुआ है, और कर क्या रहा है, साला स्क्रीनशॉट ले रहा है. ओके है ना जी पुष्कर भाई, ये क्लियर है? दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर, राइट? ओके, नाउ वी विल टॉक अबाउट द हॉरिजॉन्टल पॉइंट. अभी देखो सब लोग, suppose you are talking about this point B and the particle is projected with this velocity only. I'm taking root under 5 here only. So now at B, You think if this is point A, between point A and B, total mechanical energy of the block will be conserved, है ना भाई? There is no friction, it is moving under gravity. So when something is moving under gravity, gravity is a conservative force, so total mechanical energy has to be conserved. So it means what? It means I will write kinetic energy at point A plus potential energy at point A is equal to kinetic energy at point B plus potential energy at point B. Okay. What I'm doing, I'm taking this as a reference level, the surface, horizontal surface as reference level. So when we are taking that as a reference level, so potential energy at that level is 0, है ना? Clear? Okay. So we can write half m v square plus 0 is equal to half m vv square plus at point B potential energy is mg into r. All right. Why? Because it is at a height r from the ground. This height is r only. Okay. So potential energy is mgr. Okay na? So next, let us proceed. Half m va square means mgr is equal to half m vv square plus mgr. If you cancel this half factor, it is coming mgr is equal to vv square plus 2gr, right? That will be bv square is equal to mgr minus 2gr is equal to 3gr. All right. So what is the velocity at point B you are getting? That you are getting root under of 2gr. है ना भाई? Clear? Now there is a very interesting point to be discussed here. Suppose if they are asked that find the total acceleration of the block at point B. Varun?
Sir, root under 3GR.
Root under 3gr. Now find the total acceleration of the block at point B. So let us see the track. This is the track. Here is point B and it is the center of the circle, right? This is radius r. If it is a center, we know towards the center centripetal acceleration will act, right? And in the downward direction g will act. So this is the direction in which net acceleration will act. What interesting physics. Okay na? Professor is there in the class? Professor, respond. Understood?
Yes, sir.
What was the advanced score yesterday?
Sir, 36.
And main score?
सर भूल गया
खाली
सर
याद कर, भूल
सर
कैसे
देख
जा सकता है
सर
बे?
देख के बताता हूँ सर 1 मिनट
ठीक है.
सर आप कंटिन्यू कीजिए 1 मिनट
हाँ.
देख के बताता हूँ
So now when I have to find out the acceleration at point B, Shashi?
Sir, in day before yesterday mains exam, sir, I have still 50 minutes time, sir. It has taken the test automatically. I have not attempted physics only, sir.
No problem. Sometimes the system is like that only.
Sir, 2 times like that only happened, sir. 2 times. First time I have not maths attempted, second time physics.
अभी ये only 2 times हुआ है ना, अभी 2 साल में कितने बार होगा, कोई गारंटी है क्या उसका?
नहीं sir.
देखते जाओ आगे आगे बस.
Sir, but means the administration people told by this we will select by these marks we will select for CO Super China. If they will see these marks, how they will select, sir?
अरे भाई तू अभी पढ़ा रहा हूँ वो सब पढ़, वो जो बोल रहा है बोलने देना, क्यों इतना टेंशन ले रहा है भाई?
Okay, sir.
तो सीओ सुपर चाइना होके क्या हो जाएगा बता? आईआईटी बॉम्बे कंप्यूटर साइंस मिल जाएगा क्या? सीओ सुपर चाइना बैच में जो लोग हैं उन लोग साला मर रहे हैं, मार्क्स नहीं आ रहा है उन लोगों को. सुबह शाम नोट्स मांगते रहते हैं, तू उधर जाने के लिए सोच रहा है भाई. रत्ना.
सर मुझे भी ऐसा हुआ सर, मतलब टेस्ट कंप्लीट करने से पहले सबमिटेड दे देती.
ठीक है तो
और
अच्छा
परसों मेंस एग्जाम में वही हुआ था सर.
अच्छा ही हुआ ना यार, मेहनत कम करना पड़ा, बस छोड़ देना. अरे सीखो यार, आनंद लो सब्जेक्ट का, बाकी भूल जाओ.
सर पर मार्क्स नहीं आ रहे ना सर.
तू जानता है ना तू कर सकता था.
हाँ सर.
अब जो सिस्टम में वो तेरे हाथ में तो है नहीं, तो उसके लिए क्यों रोना भाई? सिंपल सा बात सोच. आई मीन जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. आई वांटेड दैट सम अदर पर्सन शुड बी अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट. अब डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट बन गया तो मैं क्या करूंगा? मैं रोऊंगा साला घर में? वो तो मेरा हाथ में है नहीं भाई, अमेरिका प्रेसिडेंट कौन बनेगा.
नहीं सर.
तू क्यों टेंशन ले रहा है भाई? छोड़ो.
ठीक है सर.
Okay. So now you see here, next is तो this A centripetal at point B I can calculate. How? A centripetal at point B is equal to VB square by R. How much is VB square? It is 3GR divided by R. R cancelled off. A centripetal is equal to 3G. Okay. So now A centripetal is 3G and this is acceleration due to gravity. Both are mutually perpendicular. So net acceleration at point B will be, these two are perpendicular means root under of A centripetal square plus G square. So that is root under of 3G square means 9G square plus G square. So it will be G root 10. Okay. Very interesting thing. Most of the times student used to commit the mistake. They think that at point B, so acceleration due to gravity is G only. So it will be G. Okay. Is it fine for everyone? Is there any doubt? हाँ पुष्कर भाई बोल.
सर कल का पेपर आपने निकाला था क्या?
कौन सा पेपर?
एडवांस का.
हाँ लोग तो ऐसे ही बोलते हैं.
आपने निकाला था कि नहीं ये बोलो सर।
हाँ, मेरा ही पेपर था।
लगा ही था, वो प्रैक्टिस किए हुए क्वेश्चन सब डाले थे उसमें। उसमें से एक भी नहीं पढ़ा था मैंने।
सोचो। सी हमेशा मेरा यही कोशिश रहता है, whenever I frame क्वेश्चन पेपर, उसमें मैं कुछ क्वेश्चन नया डालता हूँ। बट एग्जाम में क्या है ना कि एग्जाम बच्चों को उसी चीज पे टेस्ट किया जाता है जो हम लोग ऑलरेडी पढ़ा चुके हैं। एग्जाम कोई प्रेशर कुकर नहीं है कि वहां पे मैं ये दिखा सकूं कि भाई देख मेरे को कितना आता है फिजिक्स। तो उसमें मैंने एक दो क्वेश्चन रखा, जैसे इंटीरियर टाइप पे मैंने क्वेश्चन रखा एंड आई नो दैट नोबडी सॉल्व्ड इट। वो सिलेंडर वाला जो क्वेश्चन था, सिलेंडर डस्ट पार्टिकल, वो किसी ने सॉल्व नहीं किया 100%, मैं श्योर हूँ एकदम। उसको मैं अभी डिस्कस करने जा रहा हूँ एक्चुअली। सो दिस इज फाइन ना, यहाँ तक सबका क्लियर है? कोई डाउट तो नहीं है किसी का? राइट, चलो तो मैं यहाँ पे स्टॉप करता हूँ ये लेक्चर, ठीक है ना? एंड आई विल स्टार्ट विथ उसका जो क्वेश्चन, दैट क्वेश्चन आई हैव सेड कि फ्रॉम यस्टरडेज पेपर, आई विल डिस्कस दैट क्वेश्चन। ओके, I think you can identify the question. Read the question once, everyone. And before I start discussing the question, all of you go for the question once. Please try it once. Whether it is right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Try it once. I think you can identify the question. Read the question once, everyone. And before I start discussing the question, all of you go for the question once. Please try it once. Whether it is right or Please try everyone. Like, first you try to interpret the question properly. That is more important. If you do not interpret the question, then you cannot solve. See, first, this is x equal to 0. All right. In this region, dust particles are there. This is the region with dust particles. हाँ भाई,
सर आपका आवाज कम आ रहा है सर।
अभी ठीक आ रहा है?
नहीं सर, माइक दूर ले गए क्या मुंह से?
पता नहीं, अभी ठीक?
हाँ ठीक है।
हाँ, कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ यार, बहुत ये ठंड की वजह से बहुत परेशानी हो रहा है यार। यस प्लीज।
सर आपकी आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है सर।
नहीं, अब तो ठीक आ रहा होगा ना?
स्लो आ रही है।
पता नहीं यार, ये क्या होता रहता है। Okay. So now let us assume that the dust particles are here in this region, and the cylinder is initially at x equal to 0. Then it will move. Cylinder initially is here. ठीक है ना दोस्त? When it is going to enter the boundary with dust particles, its velocity was how much? V naught. ठीक है ना? Now after some time it has entered. So let us say this is at t equal to 0, whatever you were saying. Now it has entered the region. ऐसे एंटर कर गया, ठीक है ना? I am imagining that the length of the cylinder that is inside this dusty region is L. Area of cross section I am taking it to be A. All right, fine. So before the cylinder enters the region, initial momentum of the system is equal to initial momentum of the cylinder plus initial momentum of the dust particles. Now when the cylinder is yet to go inside the region, no dust particles are moving, so their momentum is 0. Only momentum cylinder has, capital M into V naught. Is that point clear? Okay. Now after the cylinder has entered the region, so mass of the dust particles collected, yeah, that will be equal to M dust is equal to volume of the cylinder inside the region into density of dust particles. All right. So what is the volume of the cylinder inside the region? That is A into X is the volume and rho is the density. So AX into rho, that is the volume of the cylinder inside the region. Clarity आया? Please respond if it is clear up to this much. Correct? So now P final of the system is equal to P final of the cylinder plus P final of the dust particles, right? Since cylinder and the dust particles are moving together, right? No, so it will be capital M plus AX rho total into V. This is P final of the system. All right, clear? Now, since no external force is involved here, so P initial of the system must be equal to P final of the system. Fine. What is P initial of the system? Capital M V naught. What is P final? M plus AX rho into B. So M plus AX rho, V means what? Dx dt, right? So just segregate. So M V naught dt is equal to M plus AX rho into dx, right? Limit is from time is 0 to 150 second. This is 0 to x. So what we are going to get? 150 mv naught is equal to mx plus half a rho x square. If you solve this equation, you will get the answer. This is a very new question, unique kind of question actually. हाँ भाई,
So 10 raised to the power 5.
वो पता नहीं कुछ ऐसा होगा.
10 power 5 coming sir.
10 पावर
5.
हाँ ठीक है, फिर इन वैल्यू 1 हो जाएगी.
1. सर थोड़ा ऊपर लो ना सर, वो वॉयलेट कलर का पार्ट दिखाओ. सर अब नीचे लो. थैंक यू सर. सर वहाँ पे बारिश है?
बारिश तो परसों ही हो रहा था, कल नहीं हुआ. अभी अगले और 2 दिन का प्रोजेक्शन तो है.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है यार, चले दोस्त. सी यू टुमारो. बाय बाय फॉर टुडे.
Bye sir.
बाय 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 एवरीवन.